Tell me when I'm up, because I haven't got it up yet, as of yet.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, nice. There we are. Right, I'm gonna. It's flickering at the moment, so I'm gonna present everyone on me, and then flicker everybody back over. So, hi ladies, I'm going to give it a few seconds for everybody to join us. But while I'm waiting on everyone, I'm just going to get a few bits and pieces out of my box. You think? While I'm waiting on everyone. Well done, Ange. You might have to do that again so everybody knows who you are.
What do you mean? Everybody knows who I am?
You know, like, so they can click on your channel and then...
Oh, yeah, okay. No worries about that.
Again, you join me, like... Evening, ladies. I can see you. Oh, you know, everybody's starting to pop in. So if you are there,
say hello. Hello.
I'll explain. Well, the video says it all, but I will explain a bit more as to what we're doing. I can see some comments. I'm going to read them out. Hi, Christine. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm in the middle of making my mystery swap, but I'm nearly finished now. I'm not on Facebook very often. Oh, bless. Don't worry, my darling.
Hello, Christine.
Hi, Jacqueline. So, don't worry about being late. I am actually late coming on. I should be on at 9 o'clock, and it's 9:15. So, if anybody's late, it's me. So I do apologise for being late. If I'm holding anybody up by being late, I do apologise. Setting things up on YouTube can be quite stressful. Every week, believe it or not, I forget what buttons to press, and every week I'm like, what buttons do I press? So don't worry about being late. So as you all can see from the title, me and Ange have decided to make a wreath. Do I need to show what I make on Facebook? No, Christine. No, it's for the mystery swap. No, you don't. If you before I go into what I'm doing, because I'm still waiting for some people to join us, basically you go into, you send it to your swap partner. Oh, Christine's saying hello to you, Angie.
Hi, Christine.
You go, Angie, do you want to explain? Because I've got to do something and I've forgotten to do it.
Right, explain. What are you doing? You're doing your mystery swap.
Yeah, just explain how the group works and why we don't show and stuff like that for a second.
Right, so if it's your mystery swap that you've received the items from your swap partner, and then you've added your 10 items to it, then yes, you can put a picture up of what you've created, but you don't show what you've sent to the other person, your swap partner. That's down to them. So yeah. I'm assuming, Christine, that you've received it from your swap partner, your project, and your 9 items to go with it, and you've added your 10 to it as well. So once you've produced that, yes, you can put that picture up on Facebook, because that's exactly what I did when I made the box that I got from. Oh no, my brain's gone to mush. Come on.
Basically, when you've got 10 items, it's a mystery for those that are just watching from YouTube. It's a mystery. It was all about sending your swap partner the item to make. So you had to send 10 items, and within that 10 items was a project for them to make. When you received it, and you received your 10 items and you had your project, you added on another further 10 items of your own stash. Now, say you like add loads of laces like I did for one of my swaps, you only had to use a little bit for it to be counted. So when you have done it, when you have completed your project, put it up in our group. There is an album for it, and list the 10 items you've used from your own stash. You should there should be a picture. You should have taken a picture of what you got sent as well. So if you've had a picture of what you've got sent off Avril, because I know Avril was your swap partner, and then once you've created it, take a picture and list the 10 items that you've used in your own stash, and then that's how it works.
Yes, that's what Christine said. She sent hers to Avril and she's made hers, so she can add another 10 items as well as the 10 that Avril sent her. Yes, definitely. You have to add 10 of your own from your own stash, and then you put a picture up in the album, and just list the 10 things that you've added to it. So if you took a picture originally of what you received from Avril with her, the project and the 9 items, and then you put that up, this is what I received, and then when you've completed it, you put up, this is what I've created. So I hope that helps.
You
uploaded a video. Oh, that's all right. Yeah,
that's brilliant. I can't move videos though. By all means share it to the group, but I can't move videos from one place to another on Facebook. It's something to do with Facebook. It won't allow me to do it. So by all means share the video on the group wall. But if you could take a picture and put it in the album, and then that's hopefully that's ended now, so that should be, the winner should be released soon for that, because there was a prize. I'm sure there was a prize on that one. Hiya Jacqueline. I'm sure I said hello, my darling. So for those that are brilliant, for those that are just tuning in, my name's Colette, obviously, and I've got the lovely Angie Paisey with me, who you will see, because I'll be flickering back and forth. In fact, if I flicker back now, you'll know what Angie's desk looks like to distinguish the two over.
Mine's purple.
It should be flickering back over to you now in a second.
No problem.
And we are making some wreaths. We've both made them different ways as well.
Here I am. Yeah, this is me. This is what this is what my mat looks like anyway. It's not what I look like, but yeah. I'm very late, but it won't. Don't enter me in the prize. Life, Christine. No. If you finished it, the prize has not been called yet, Christine. So
no, prize has not been called. And you're never too late to join in anything on the group. Honestly, you're not. So we're both making the same project tonight, but different ways. So I rang Angie last night. We're still on Angie, by the way. I rang Angie last night and I said, Ange, what should we make tomorrow's live? And she said, oh, I don't know. And I said, how about making some wreaths? Because I'm decorating my living room soon. I'm going to have it decorated for Christmas. Angie hasn't seen this wallpaper, so it'll be new to her, to what I'm going to show you now in a second. And I said, how about making a wreath that we can hang? So we didn't give each other sizes, but she said, how are we going to make them? And I said, she said, don't worry, I've got it sussed. And so I'm going to be making my one differently to what Angie's made hers. Hiya, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Angie, do you want to explain what you used and how big it is, and
oh God,
what you use for the inner circle and the outer circle?
Right, I had a bit of a nightmare with mine because I just thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll cut it out. So I'll show you my template. This is my template. So I cut it all out, and then I stitched it all together and left a little gap, I think, at the top. And then I tried to turn it in the right way inside, like, so this was showing, and realized that was not the right way to do it, because like obviously it wouldn't turn in the other way. It was like, so then I had to scratch my head. So I went back to the drawing board and I cut the same piece of material, but then I cut up into the middle so that I stitched this edge, that edge, and then turned it in the right way and then stuffed it. But my first attempt was this one, which looks like a square donut. This was my second attempt, which is not much better, but I think is how I stuffed it actually. I'm not sure. And I made another one because I wasn't sure how quickly I was going to cover this thing. So that one is, when Colette showed me hers, her hoop is huge.
Yeah, mine's a little bit bigger.
Mine is that. Get a ruler that actually tells me got some numbers on it. Help. Try this one. Oh, I've got two. Hang on. Mine is about 6 inches across, so hopefully it's 6 inches everywhere. Oh, it's a little bit. If I squash it in a bit, it's about just over 6 inches. But this one's very square. But I'm thinking maybe if I when I decorate it, I can make it more round. But yeah, that's mine anyway. So then I just stitched it together at the bottom. So I don't know how Colette did hers.
Okay, so let me flip it back over, and it's my chair that you can use again. I do apologize. Okay, so this is the picture should switch in a second. Hi, Julian.
Hello, Julian. How are you doing tonight? There we go.
Is this switch?
That's a better looking hoop, isn't it?
Right. So the way I did mine, now bearing in mind, I spoke to Angie about what we made, but we didn't give each other measurements. I didn't see her cut hers. She definitely didn't see me cut mine. So and I think it was nice that way because we sort of had we've got different hoops, but we're making the same project. Hi, Ariane. Hi, Ariane, my darling. Right, this is how I made mine. So I went into town today and I bought I didn't want cotton, and I believe this is called calico. Thank you, Ange.
All right.
So I went into town today and I bought it, and a meter of it was £3.50. Wasn't too bad. So this is how I did mine. Now I've got a actual circle cutter, and how it works is it comes with one of these. So it comes with one of these. This is the actual blade itself. This is the actual template. Now, as you can see, that's like a half moon shape. This isn't a circle. Now it'll say it's raised. It almost feels like a tray because you've actually got sides as well. And it's by Fiskars. I always get that name confused, but it's by them, and it's about £22.50 roughly, but you can buy them online, and I have seen them cheaper too. But this is how much I bought for mine. But I bought mine in a craft fair, which is probably why I paid £22.50. So anyway, on this, it gives you a couple of guidelines. The first one, it says half circle seam allowance down the side. The other one at the top, it says circle sizes include 1/4 inch of a seam allowance. That's what you've got to give when you cut your circle. And then this one says a fabric fold line. Now this is the one on the right hand side of your screen. This is the important one out of them all, because this gives you the guideline to cut your perfect circle. So you'll notice at the bottom of my tray there's almost like a cross. So the fabric needs to go on the actual cross, but it needs to go across. So when you fold your fabric, and the fold line needs to go on this line here. Now it's really difficult to show you guys because I'm showing white on white. If I can show you,
Can't see it.
it's just there. Goes straight across. So put your fold line there, and then you take the cap off. Now when I push this down, because it's this blade that gets pushed down between the gaps to create your circle, there's a real sharp blade. Now you can change them, but I've had mine 2.5 years, and I haven't changed it since. It's really, really sharp. But this movement allows you to get your perfect circle. So this goes all the way from a 12-inch circle to a 2-inch, a tiny one. So I cut mine at 11-inch to give me the outer edge, and then I wanted my inner edge, so I then cut it at 6-inch. So I've got my circle now all cut. I'll have some inspiration for one. I'll find it now in a second. And you've got your circle now. This is what your circle will look like. Obviously a bit neater than this. Now I haven't cut it just. It wasn't like a sort of a pre-cut I did before I come on live, just to show you how it works. And this is the outer circle. So you're basically left with 2 of these, and then I went on the machine, and went on that circle machine, and then I did my 6-inch. But I'll cut it. You need it for it to be in half, and then go your 6-inch. So I then went on the sewing machine, 2 pieces of fabric, and I left a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and I stitched all the way around the circle. And then I thought, to turn it inside out, because I want the nicer edge of the fabric to show, I'll stitch the outside and turn it inside out. So I stitched the outside, and as I am turning it, it's just going round and round and round. And I'm thinking, where's the end of it? Why can I not turn it inside out? So then it clocked. It's a circle, which is why I couldn't turn it inside out. So I unpicked this. I ironed a 1/4 inch seam, and then right side to right side, and then tucked my 1/4 inch seam allowance in on both edges, like a bit like that, pinned it, and then sewed it on my machine. And I did it a little bit at a time with the stuff in. So I done from there to there, stuffed that bit first. Then I went from there to there, stuffed that bit first. And then I left. Well, where did I leave my gap? I can't even see. There, I left that much of a gap to do that much of my rest of my stuff in. And that's what has left me with a perfect circle. So that is my hoop. And I love using my circle cutter because it really demonstrates a perfect circle. Now I've actually lost. Oh God, help me! I'm dropping things like crazy recently. I need to put the cap back on that. Where did I buy my tool, my circular tool? Now, I bought mine in a craft fair, but I have recently seen them on eBay, and I've seen them on Amazon. And I've actually seen them on AliExpress too. It's by Fiskars, Fiskars, and they range from about £15 up to about 25, sometimes 30. But like I said, I had mine for £22.50, and I had it 2 years ago. Never had to change the blade, and it gives me a perfect circle every time I try. So that is my perfect tool for cutting circles. That's how I did mine. So again, a bit different to what Angie did hers.
I used a protractor.
Angie used a protractor.
My hat.
So yeah, well, she said, how am I going to cut it? I said, I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm worrying about the lid on the floor. Stop worrying. Right, this is my wallpaper for my living room. This is what my wallpaper for my living room is going to be like. Angie hasn't seen this. This is my wallpaper. It is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to go like shades of pink, and I'm going to go vintage colours. And I'm going to go pearls, because on the wallpaper there's pearls. The picture will catch up now in a second.
Oh, beautiful.
And on the bottom, there's flowers too. There's huge pink flowers. So you can imagine that being in on a wall. And I've got 2 great big alcoves, and this is going to go in the alcoves. So tonight I'm actually making a wreath for myself, and I'm going to be making it in pinks and browns and that type of thing. And I'm also, if I've got time, I'm going to be making, I'm going to show you how to make one of these flowers that I created today. It's ribbon embroidery. It's really quick and easy to do, but and it gives you a really good effect. And I didn't come up with this. I wish I could say that, you know, I did, but I didn't. I got taught it by the lovely Amanda. So hi, Amanda. And she said, go off and show everybody on YouTube. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do one of these on my hoop. And I've also got some handmade flowers people have been making me. So I'm thinking about incorporating them as well, somewhere along the line. So I'm going to flick you back to Angie, and she's going to show you what kind of things she's got with her hoop, and to decorate her hoop with, and where she's going to go with what colours, if she decided at all on any colours. And yeah, very unusual. Yes, Gillian. Thank you, Rin. Definitely me wallpaper, and I'm so lucky that Chris doesn't really mind me having this type of wallpaper in our living room. So I'm going to definitely go shabby chic. So that's where I'm going with it. So I'm over to you now, and hopefully
while she was gabbling on, I painted my nails. Badly, but yeah, I did them. I thought, oh, look at her nails, they look really nice. So I just give mine a quick shimmer. And I have my basket of goodies. I don't know where I'm going with it at the moment. I've got lots of I've got some trims. I've got some beautiful lace that Colette sent me for my birthday, which I might use. Sorry about the crinkly bags, but that's, I better take it out really, aren't I? Otherwise you're going to hear it crinkling. I've got some pink mesh. I've got all sorts of goodies, and I've got a bag full of pink stuff here as well, which is really nice. And I've also got some beautiful, this is pure silk. Is it pure silk?
Yeah, it's pure silk.
It's pure silk that Colette sent me. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I've made a puffy flower out of that to put on my hoop tonight. So I don't know what to start with. I'm not sure actually. I might be going down the pink route again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mrs. G said these men don't really have a say in the decor department. I let mine think he does though. Yeah, I do that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So
right.
I'm thinking that. So I need to put some sort of bits and pieces together to see what I like, because I'm a bit undecided. Where's my flower? So this is the flower I made out of that silk. It's just a little puffy flower, and I saw it on Trisha, a little shabby chic. She made them, so I watched her make that, and so I made this flower. Put a little button in the center that a lovely viewer sent me. A lovely lady on YouTube sent me with one of my challenges, but I can't remember who sent it to me, and that's awful of me really. So that's the color of the flower. So I'm going to sort of like mix it in with that those sort of shades. So I love that. It's really nice, and they're easy to make. I don't know if you've ever watched the tutorial that Trisha's done, but it's basically you get a large circle, which is that one, and a smaller circle. And you stitch all the way around the edge, or do a running stitch all the way around the edge and pull it up, and then you put a little bit of stuff in and then pull it really tight, and then you do the top one the same, and then you put the two together and stitch it through and put the whatever flower scent you want in the middle. So yeah, they're really easy to make. I got a couple cut out here. When I'm feeling a bit bored, I do make them all the time. So I'll show you some I've already made. I can find them in my jar. That's tea dyed. That was something I made that was out of tea dyed material. There's another one that's tea dyed as well. But I just think they're lovely. They're very therapeutic as well to make. There's another one. Just when I did all my tea dye and all my fabrics, because I just thought I got them left over. What shall I do with them? So yeah, I just got them stashed. Loads of puffy flowers. There's another one there. That one I put a bit of doily in between. That one's quite nice as well. It's finding the right project, isn't it, for so yeah, I love making puffy flowers. Love making flowers actually. So that's me done.
Right, okay.
So I'm just going to start now by wrapping something around the hoop.
You want me
started?
I can't find the cover to that that thingy bob.
Thingy bob?
Yeah, the thingy majig.
Who do you me flip?
The thingy majig, you know the thingy majig I'm on about.
Does that go? Does that go with that? Do you think I need to go down the cream route more than the pink route? I'm not sure. Awful decisions.
Right. I'm going to start with gluing some doilies to my hoop.
Yeah. Do you want to flip over to you then so they can watch that while I make a decision about what I'm going to actually cover my hoop with?
No, at the minute, because all I'm doing is I'm gluing lace.
Okay.
Because you've got a lot of pretty laces on. So I want to see what you've got. We'll see.
This is avocado dyed. This is really nice. I like avocado dyeing. I didn't think, when I first did it, I was like, I'm not sure if I like this. But once I put a couple of things together, it really was quite nice. So yeah, that'd go quite nice, wouldn't it? Let's do that. So I need to cover it with some at first. Am I going down this route? Yeah, that's nice. I might do it with this lace then. I bought this in Hobbycraft, didn't I? Wasn't very dear. Yeah, I'll do a strip of that. Need to make some room.
So you're going to use that lacy one?
Yeah.
I'll show you what I'm doing, everyone. And yes, real men don't usually have a say in decoration. At least my husband doesn't. He usually agrees or doesn't agree, but he doesn't. I wouldn't say he has a complete say on what I do. I did originally pick purple wallpaper, but he said no, Claire. He said do this one. He said because you're gonna regret using purple. I'm like, yeah, I know.
They do know. Sometimes they do. They do have good ideas sometimes. And I think if you do purple, you're very limited with that colour. There's lots of colours you can bring in with it. That wallpaper that you're using.
Yeah. So definitely, I'm just really looking forward to decorating my living room up, and it is going to be close to Christmas, but it's going to be really cozy for Christmas too. So I'm quite looking forward to having it all decorated and done up, and I've been buying like little bits and pieces, and I bought big fluffy odd cushions the other day. I'm gonna make myself some, and I'm hoping to make myself because I'm getting really into crocheting, really into it, making hats, mittens, you name it. That's what I've been recently doing. So all I've done is I've picked this doily up because it's just got a real nice lace type of effect. And I've also, Angie sent me a chair back cover, and that's got like a brown effect at the bottom. So I'm thinking like of altering the two when I get all the way around. And yes, that is Teddy. Can you hear him? Because I definitely can.
Oh, Teddy's about.
He's definitely about.
I can hear him.
Definitely. So has anybody been up to anything? Ange, have you been crafting anything that you can tell us or show us?
Yeah, I've done a couple of bits. When you come back to me, I'll show you my franking paper.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not. Don't worry. It's nothing that's for anybody. It's just something I did. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of franking paper.
No.
No.
I just thought you'd made that up then.
No. Yeah, I've been watching a few tutorials about paper crafting, you know, and making journals and stuff. I've been watching a lovely lady called Gail. I don't know how to say her name. Agostini or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, and she does a lot of stuff with paper and junk journals and I just love watching her because she just puts the camera on and she just crafts along with you. So she's really good.
Do you watch Nick? Oh, do you watch Nick the Booksmith? And she's really good for junk journals.
I haven't watched her. No.
She is good for junk journals. I do like watching her. She's so funny. And if anybody's ever seen that video she did of acrylic painting, wow, she got in a right mess, but she was laughing all the way through it. It was just, we wasn't laughing at her more than with her. That makes some sort of sense.
Yeah. So what we got? I love franking papers. Mary Angela. Oh, so I don't watch Nick the Booksmith, but I will have a look at her. I don't know if actually she might be I might have her friend on. I might have subbed to her channel. And Mary Angela said, I love franking papers. Yes, Gail is great. Yeah, she is. She's absolutely a sweetheart. She really is. I could listen to her. It's a bit like listening to Colette. She's got that way about her. She's a proper sweetheart. Yeah. And Gillian said she's not seen franking paper. Well, I'll show you some when you come back over in a minute. Hello, Live to Learn, Dana. Mrs. G likes Gail. She's hilarious. Yeah, she is.
Dana? Dana.
Is it Dana?
Yeah. Hi, my darling. I hope you're okay.
Hi, Angie. It's Chronic Crafter. How are you, darling? Thanks for coming on. Having a look. Your hoop's much bigger than mine, isn't it?
Well, did 11.
Oh, thank you, Angie. She just wanted to stop and say hello. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, bless. Thank you, Angie. That means an awful lot, by the way.
Well, everybody that does, and it's nice. I think it's nice to say hello. My worst time is when I'm watching it at night because I watch it on a tablet and trying to type when I'm in bed. And Tony's next to me snoring. It takes forever. You know what I'm like with my typing, one finger. Time I've written something, they were talking about something totally different.
So I'm about halfway through covering my hoop, and I need to go in my box to find something similar because I've actually used that. Got about that much left.
What?
I need to go and find something.
Oh, she's Angela's been battling the flu but coming out of it. Oh no, I hate it. Have you had your flu jab yet? Do you have flu jabs where you I don't know where you live, Angela? Is it? And I don't know to call you Angela or Angie. I always feel like I don't get called Angela, I'm in trouble.
It's USA, I think, Angie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go flicker over to Angie because I've done half of my hoop covering.
Oh, you're lucky. I've done nearly all of mine.
That's because you want the smaller hoop.
That's because I got a tiny hoop. Is it a hoop or is it a wreath?
Wreath. Well, we'll make it into a wreath.
Isn't it a wreath what you have when you Oh yes, USA that Angie lives in.
I thought so.
Yeah. We have flu jabs over here, don't we? We're doing them at the moment in our pharmacy. Well, I'm not doing them. The pharmacist's doing them. Have you had yours, Colette?
No.
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 No particular reason why not?
No.
Okay.
Not for me.
Okay, fair enough. I'm having mine because I work in a pharmacy, and you get people coming and they go, I got a really bad cough, and they go like that on at you. I'm like, oh, cheers then, I got it now too. So when I first started working there, my God, I was so ill. I had every bug, everything they had, stomach bugs, you name it, they came in. But you soon learn that, keep your distance, and also lots of hand gel. That's what I do anyway. Oh, shall I show you my franking paper?
Yeah, you can show them now.
Hang on then. This is franking paper. I think it's because it's like stitched like Frankenstein. You know Frankenstein's monster?
Yes, I can't see it at the moment.
Hello, Debbie. How are you, darling?
Hi, Debbie.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine Angie working in ER. Yeah, so it's both sides, but you just pick what side you want as the nicest side. And basically, you have a template. So I just got an A4 piece of card, and then you get your scraps of paper, card or whatever, and you lay it over, and then lay it in strips and just all over the place, and you just stick it down around the edges. Now this was just white on the back, all this paper, so you stick just the edges down, so you've just got it tacked together with a bit of glue. And then on the other side, I stuck down this then, but this is all stitched because I wanted this to be the right side, this side, because I like this. Yeah, and then you just basically go around with your sewing machine and zigzag around all the edges. Follow the lines. That was a bit wonky though. That's the very first bit I ever done. So
beautiful, Ange.
Yeah, so it was really good fun. I loved it, and apparently you can do it with tags as well. So you can use up your tiny little scraps of paper. So easy to do as well. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So that's franking paper. As you can see, it's a bit wonky, but it wouldn't be me if it wasn't wonky, would it? But yeah, that was good fun, Colette. I'll have to show you how to do that.
Yeah.
Can you see it or not?
Yeah, it's beautiful. That's what I said. Oh. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So now I've nearly finished with my lace because mine's really done. Mine's like a donut, an extra large donut. So there's that. Now what to do next? Decisions. All right, I don't know what to do next. Maybe I'll put some, I'm not sure, on the back of it. Have I got any nice lace? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this lace. This might go in the bin, mind, if I don't like it. If I don't like something, I just puts it in the bin.
Oh, and you don't.
Terrible for that, I tell you, girl. Terrible.
I like keeping my mistakes, me. I think, yeah, because you can see I kept my very, very first flower I made, and I was looking at it just the other day, and I was thinking, God, how much I've sort of come on in my crafting, because you're able then to see your development of craft, whereas if you don't keep your mistakes, you can't really see it and appreciate what you've made. Does that make sense?
I suppose, yeah. So if you think about it like that, yeah. I think I would just take a picture. I've got so much junk here, I swear. Do you reckon crafters are hoarders?
Yes.
I just thought it was me. Anybody else out there that hoards? I'm sure there is. Ah, that's it. Gail Danelli, yeah, she's really good. So I've got loads of stuff that's, oh, I like that. I like that lace. That's nice. Let's rip that off of there. This was something else that I covered and didn't like, so I ripped it all off. Can't remember what it was. I think it was a cushion or something that I was making. Now I feel better because I'm surrounded by all my stuff. Yeah. Maybe I need some cream lace.
Well, I'm gonna look it back over to me in a second.
All right, darling.
What I've done with my hooks. I'm just about finishing covering the first layer. I'm actually going to build up on it with my laces and my other bits and pieces I've got around me. So I'm going to flick it back over to me so you can see what I'm up to. Me, I'm happy co-hoarder of crafting materials. Hi,
yes.
See you coming in, my darling.
Who is it?
Mary Angela.
Oh, well, yeah. Hello, Mary Angela.
So I've got this so far. And I've used, I got a pack of Shilpa when she was selling her laces, and in one of the pack was a chair back cover, and I've literally used the plainest bit and I've covered it at the bottom. Like I say, I'm gonna load the material up because I want this to be quite chunky and big, and then I'm gonna add my flowers to it that way. So what I'm going to do is I got some of this lace during the week, and it's really pretty. And it's almost got like a flower pattern. It's beautiful. I had it from eBay, and I think it was like £1.75 and like 75p postage. It's really pretty. So what I'm thinking of doing is, because I want some of this seeing, I'm going to put it just, I don't know whether to put it at the bottom, but I will go back to using it. And I have got as well, this is a chair back cover that Angie gave me. So because I'm loading my laces up, I'm just going to cut a section off. And I'm going to cut the border down because the border is quite thick on these chair back covers. They can be quite thick, especially when you don't want them. But I never throw anything away. You know, all my scraps are staying in one pile at the moment because I can go back to them when I most need them. So because I'm going to match what's in my wallpaper, I'm going to glue this down. And I'm going to go this way with it. Turn that around. There's my one piece there. And I'm going to go, my next piece, I'm going to go over there. That's coming in. Let's go, I don't know, here. So I haven't really been making anything much this week. There's a reason for it. My hands haven't been very well. They're actually hurting cutting with the scissors. They're all swollen, and that's the reason I haven't been doing much crafting. I've been inspired. I've been shopping. I've been shopping, any excuse. But I haven't been crafting, and that's the reason. And I know everybody's been asking how I am. So yeah, I've been okay. I've just just my hands were really bad last week after I came off live. So I went to docs and I'm having testing to see what it is, and it might be they test me for arthritis or arthritis. So we'll see what the results come back. It's just really painful to live with at the moment, and every now and then I'm having to bandage up my hands, and it looks like I've bust both of my hands. I've been in a fight with them because I'm bandaging them up. But yeah, I haven't done much crafting. I have made a couple of cards for a couple of ladies' birthdays this month that are in our group, and obviously I don't want to show that because otherwise I'll spoil their surprise. But poor Chrissy's had to wheel the big shop for me because of course I can't do it at the moment. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So as you can see, oh thank you, thank you, Angela. Oh, thank you, Ian. I just hope that they settle down soon. So as you can see, I'm building up my layers with my doilies and my stuff now. So what I want to get out, I'm going to flick it back to over 20 because I'm going to get some I'm going to get some satin out. But I've got some nice tulle. I'm not going to use a lot of it. I want to tie some on there and make it puffy because I really want this to be shabby chic as well as vintage. So I'm going to flick it back over to Angie, and she's going to tell you what she's been up to. And by the way, that's looking really nice. Oh, paid full arthritis.
Just took it all off.
Oh, thank you, Gillian. Yeah, they're really swollen, and I forgot to put cream on before the live, but if I
you said you were going to do that.
Yeah, and I forgot to. So if I sort of
put it on now.
If I veer off, I might actually put it on now because they're hurting me now. So Ange, do you mind holding the fort while I go and put my cream on my hands?
Not at all, darling.
Okay.
So I'm going to put some doilies on, but I thought I'd put some of the trim round first of all. And look what I just got delivered to me. Cup of tea. Excuse me a minute. My darling husband, every night before he goes to bed, he brings me in a cup of tea and he says, "See you in the future." He never knows when I'm going to come to bed. Because when you get crafting, you just drift off, don't you? Well, I do anyway. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, ladies, but I'm giving it a go. Looks like a proper donut now, doesn't it? I need some sprinkles. So I don't know how Colette's gluing hers, but I'm using hot glue. I tried using wet glue on material and that, but I don't seem to get on very well with it. I just like an instant fix, I think. So I'm going to put some doilies on. So this is all avocado dyed. I did it in the summer, and I actually made some really pretty things with it. So I'm going to put some doilies on. Can you still see that? Like so. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gillian. Oh, bye, Angela. Have a great weekend. This is as far as I've got. I don't know what else I'm going to do yet. It'll probably grow on me. But I never really plan anything out. It just sort of like happens. And then when I finished, I think, how did I do that? How did that happen? But it does. So have any of you ladies got any plans for the weekend? Doing anything nice? Crafting? As is. So I want to make sure we can still see these because there's no point putting it on if you can't see it. Have I got a tutorial? No, I haven't, but obviously there's lots out there. I tell you, I watched Carla, which is Casey Creates. She did one on dyeing avocado, and I had basically, if you buy a bag of avocados and you don't eat them all the time, what you can do is scoop out all the flesh, whatever it's called, and the skins with the stone, and just put them in a freezer bag, chuck them in the freezer, and then when you've got like 3 or 4, you then just put them in a pan with the stones and boil it up. That's what I did. And I boiled it up, and the more I boiled it, the more intense the color became. And then I just soaked everything in it. And if you leave it in, some stuff takes really well. If you leave it in, the longer you leave it in, like as you can see with that, that's a lot darker than that one. So it was in longer, and it depends on the material as well. If it's cotton or doilies, and I've got all colors of the range. Well, all colors of the range. So if you look, there, some of it's only been dunked and some of it's been soaked for a long time. So, but when, as I say, when I first did it, I was like, oh, I'm not really sure, but it really makes some beautiful stuff.
I'm back now.
Oh, so
thank you, Ange.
Oh, Mrs. G's having the plasters in. God, that is going to be a big mess. Yeah, we had a rewire of our whole flat. Oh my days, I nearly had a breakdown. And that was hard because it was every single room. But we got through it. You're back now, are you?
I'm back. I got my bandages on because the cream actually dyes my hands yellow. I don't want it to get on my nice new rig.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a bit like, I suppose it'd be a bit like when you put self tan on, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So I have got some. I hope I've got some of that bead left. I'm not sure. The pink stuff put on this. Yeah, I haven't done a tutorial on anything like that because you'd have to do it in the kitchen, wouldn't you? You're dyeing avocado lace. But Carla, Casey Crate, she's got one. There's, to be honest with you, there's loads out there for tutorials you can watch. And I would say the only tip I would say is keep the stones because they make the colour more intense. And I just dried them on the line. I washed them, but I soaked them. I didn't really even rinse them, to be honest. I just squeezed them out, dried them on the line, and then ironed them, and that was it. So yeah, that's as far as we've got. So let's see what to put on next. Where's my flower?
I'm going to switch over to me, Ange.
Yeah, right, love. Yeah, you carry on.
Dug up some net instead of some tulle. I've actually dug up some netting that I think would be, well, actually it's turning out to be more nicer than the tulle, I think. See what you guys think.
Julia, Mrs. G, all through the house, her hall, stairs and landing, me and Mr. G will be having strong words at some point during. Oh, I know, it's awful, isn't it? But if you just, I find if I lose it, I'll always go back to my husband and say, I'm really sorry, you know, I'm really stressed about blah, 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 and I'm really sorry. And it's just forgotten, you know, but it's always, I always find someone's got to be able to say sorry, and it's always me, because I like an easy life, you know. We've done that when we were younger, where we just wouldn't speak to each other, you know, and it's just ridiculous, you know. Too old for all that now. He knows I'm always right. I just let him think that he is.
I was showing Angie my new bulldogs I've bought, and because they've all got different sayings, right? And she went, "Is there one with 'you're bossy' on there?" I went, "No, Ange, but there is one with saying 'I am a boss.'" And she went, "Oh well, that'll do."
What's that? You're not bossy, are you?
I'm not. No, I just got better suggestions. This tool is really not.
You said you just have better ideas.
Yeah, better ideas.
Have you gone back to you yet? Because I've left. I'm really sorry, ladies. I've left the desk, and yeah, there's always room for sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. I went off. I thought we were watching.
There you are. I'm back on me now.
Okay.
So all I'm adding is little bits of like lace, and I'm just adding it in like different places. So I really want this to be fuller with, because I'm gonna add flowers to it and all sorts. I've got ideas.
Better ideas.
I've got ideas. And I'm gonna stick one. Just got that one there, I think, so they match sort of ish. Okay, right. That's what my hoop looks like at the moment. Now I'm going to move my netting aside and my doilies, and this is the part where I'm going to add some flowers. Now I got sent some flowers, and as it's going in my living room, let's see who sent me some flowers. So these flowers got sent by Angie. Angie made me these ones.
Did I? What, me?
Who made me this one? Siobhan made me these ones. I always keep them in bags, and then I always keep like a little tag. I can't see you. I know it's the lag. I promise I'm not it's the lag tonight. I don't know whether it's better if I turn right off. Tell me if that's any better. Those are the ones Angie made me, and I always keep them in bags, cellophane bags, and then I keep a little tag to say who's made me what, so I know if I want to use them for anything. Yeah, the light is better off. If I want to use them for anything, I know who's made me what.
I'm going to do that. That's a good idea, because I feel really bad when I use them.
Yeah,
I know someone sent me and I can't remember. I feel really bad.
And the thing is, I was getting to a stage, everybody was sending me these flowers, and then I was digging them out, and I was thinking, oh my days, who's made me this, or who's made me that? And the same goes for embellishments. So, you know, when you get sent a swap or like something, and it's wrapped up in beautiful wrapping paper, and it's got, sometimes those swaps will have a bow on or a flower on. It's going in the same package, so I know who's made me. So Angie's made me these. I want a bit of pink going on this. So Siobhan's made me these, and I see some nice gorgeous pink flowers there. Who's made me these? Carla's made me these. These beautiful flowers. Sharon Richard made me these ones. And these are the tiny ones. See, these were just in packaging. Sharon Richard made me these. See what else. I've got a fair few, so I'm just going to move the ones you've seen to one side. Shaz made me this one. That's beautiful. That is stunning. Shaz made me that one. Made me these. Karina made me these, and I think she is, I'm trying to think. These came all the way from Denmark. Now I really like that one, so that'll definitely be going on. I love the different layers, and I'm going to be making a couple of them tonight with my Sahari silk I've got, so I'm definitely going to be using that one. So Karina's also made me this one as well, and she made me them when she sent me in her wristlet. She made me some flowers, so that was the other flower she made me. And if I can, I don't know whether it's possible with this wreath, my thoughts are on to put flowers on that have come around the world. Lovely Jeannie Dreamer made me this one, and then Miss Angie Paisey made me this one for last month's swap. So yeah, I definitely want flowers and I definitely want a mixture. So those are the flowers I've got at the moment. I'm going to shove this back so I want the little ones. So I'm just going to sort of place them. I'm going to make a few of them myself. And I'm going to show you a different flower that you can make using ribbon as well. Watch final hugs. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Who's gone?
Oh, bye, Jacqueline.
Thank you so much for coming in. Enjoy your nails. You say good nail appointment. Jeannie Dream made me this one. It's like a beigey pink one. So Karina made me that one. So I'm not going to use Karina. Carla's gone with a real soft blue cream, and there's a green in there. I don't know. Sharon's, I'm not going to use Sharon's. I don't think, not on this project, but I will do in my upcoming project. Siobhan made me these tiny little, move these to one side. Siobhan made me these tiny little pink ones that I think would fit perfectly. There's another pink one there. And there's one just there. See how that's coming along. So Siobhan's made me that one. Karina's made me this one. I'm not sure about the rest of them, so I'm going to put them in the bag in a minute. Carla's, I may use those. I use these ones. And then Miss Angie, let's see if I've got some smaller ones. What about, oh, what about this one? This has to be my favourite one. Yeah, you can really see that building now.
Oh, I like that.
And she's made me that one. Now it'll be hard to remember. Siobhan's made me these, and Karina's made me this one. So far. And I came across, Shirley made me these tiny little rosebuds. They haven't gone in my little stash of them yet. And they're just made out of like little reels. So I might use the white ones just to break it up. So Shirley made me those ones. So I'm going to use the white ones. These 3 white ones. And Carla. I'm going to make some flowers for you tonight now as well. So I want a mixture. I'm going to make a big flower. And that big flower can go there. Not quite. That one came out of, gosh, that's not the Siobhan's, isn't it? Sure, that's not Siobhan's. I'm going to make a big one there. Oh, you won't go too much. These are Siobhan's flowers she's made. And I'm going to make a big one there. And it's all about sort of building my flowers up. And I am going to put some dangle trim on this as well. To sort of bring it out a little bit more.
That is so pretty.
So I've got so far. But thank you, ladies. If you've sent me flowers, thank you so much for making me them, because you definitely give me inspiration when making them, and they definitely get used. And like I say, I've been putting them in bags so I know which of you ladies have made me flowers, and which I want to use for my projects. So I'm gonna make some flowers now. There's one rose I want to make, and it's this one. I want to show you how to make this one out of a ribbon. So while I get everything that I need to get for that one, because I think that rose a little bit bigger would fit perfectly there. Yeah, it would fit perfectly there. So I'm going to get my stuff I need to make that. In the meantime, I'm going to flicker back over to Angie. I'm going to move this hoop to one side, and I'm going to get some materials and stuff that I need to make it. I think Siobhan made me this one, so that can go back in Siobhan's bag. And I'm going to pop these to one side as well.
Oh, bye, Debbie. See you later.
Bye, Debbie. Hi, Laurel.
Oh, hello, Laurel.
Thank you, Debbie, for stopping by. So Angie's on you at the moment, because I'm going to get some materials to make that.
You look like a mummy.
I look like a mummy. I do feel like a mummy. But
I didn't see that before.
all my bandages.
Yeah.
Right, materials. That's what I need.
I haven't done a lot. I've been rummaging around a bit, so I put a bit of this. I can't remember where I got that from. I bought it at some point in my life and hoarded it, as you do. This was like an applique in a pink, and then there was another bit with it, so I've wrapped that around as well. And I put a little bit there, and one of those, what are they called? Resin? Is it resin? Acrylic resin flowers on there. So I'm not sure what else I'm going to do yet with my donut. I got some of this, so I'm going to use that on there. I'm in an iron about this flower though, because I'm not sure if it goes now. It looks too big. Perhaps I should make a smaller one. Definitely looks too big.
Looking lovely, Angie, we said.
Oh, thank you, darling. I think I need something around it, don't I? What do you reckon? Something around it at the back?
What about some tulle in between?
Oh yeah, tulle, yeah. Or what about some tulle around it?
Yeah, that's what I mean, sorry.
I need to find some tulle though, that's the only thing. I don't even got any of that colour. No, that's no good. I haven't got any pink tulle, I don't think. Oh, I might have. It's just locating it amongst all the junk. That's quite pretty. Maybe I'll put that around it.
Show us again, Ange. I like the colour of the silk flower, Ian said.
Yeah. Who said that?
Brian, Mrs. G.
Oh, Mrs. G. Yeah, it is nice, but I'm just thinking, is it too big?
No, I think it's the right size myself.
Do you? Let's have a look. Where's that stuff? Yeah, if I put pearls and maybe, yeah, okay. I'll go with that then. I love this flower. Right. I need to find some trim, don't I, to go round the back.
Yeah, just a bit.
Go round it. That's not big enough. Right, you'll have to bear with me, ladies. I'm going to have to get my trim box out.
I'm just setting up to make my embroidered flower, which I'm nearly finished, and then I can flick it back over to me. Hi, Laurel. I hope you're having a lovely day, my darling. Sorry I haven't been able to catch any of your videos. That goes for anybody. I really haven't done well with my hands. And as you can see tonight, they're bandaged up. I went to put cream on them, before the live. Completely forgot, and as I was cutting it was hurting me. Angie said, go and put some cream on. And it's not the case, just put the cream on. The cream actually dyes my hand and any clothing that's on my hand yellow. That's why I've got bandages on, because otherwise I'd have a yellow wreath. So as I don't want a yellow wreath, I've got the bandages on too.
Sorry about this. Let me rummaging around in drawers.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Right, I got some really, really nice trim here somewhere. Oh my days, I got so much stuff. I'm definitely a hoarder.
No,
You know when you've got it in your head what you want? Because that there's too pink, isn't it? That one. That's too pink, I think.
See at the minute, Ange.
You can't see.
Not at the minute, no.
I think that's too pink. I do like pink. Pink-a-dink. What do you think, ladies? Do you think this is too pink?
Oh, it depends on what is the trim? Oh, I can see.
Not the sparkly stuff, the other stuff.
No, I can see what you mean. No, it breaks the colour up of the brown.
I don't know. I think it looks lovely, Angie. Thank you, Gillian. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't know. I'm undecided. Where's that flower gone? Yeah, that's too pink.
Well, why don't you get some options and ask the ladies what they think? What options would they go for?
I need to get some options first.
You need to get some options. Otherwise, she'll be there all day.
I will be here all day, I tell you. I've got this one. But I don't know if it's long enough to go round. Oh, I'm a terrible crafter. Let's tidy up a bit.
Thing is, I think we all do that and be indecisive. I'm definitely indecisive when it comes to crafting. I don't know how I do it though, because I don't plan anything out.
Oh, you did give me a nice one actually.
I don't plan anything out, and I wish I could say I do, but I don't. But when I do plan stuff out, when I don't plan stuff out and I'm doing lives, I can become really I can become quite like that, and I think that's got a lot to do with me not being able to plan stuff out or not planning. I find if I plan, I get crafter's block. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether everybody else is like that when they plan their projects. Do you all get crafter's block when you plan your projects? Rian said, what about cream, Angie?
Yeah.
There's an option.
Yeah, I got cream here somewhere. I was thinking about that. Maybe having that around, like a tassel. Ooh la la. I quite like that actually. The leaf trim. Mrs. G said the leaf trim. What have I done with that? There it is. Try that. Oh, I'm so messy.
Oh.
The trouble is I'd have to cut those flowers off because they'd be wasted on the back, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's quite nice actually, the leaf trim. But I will trim these off because they'll be wasted. You won't see them. Right, let's trim them off then. I can use these little flowers, you see. You always got to think, can't you? Think about what you're doing.
So I am.
You ready?
No, not yet. Nearly. Promise.
Okay.
Everybody's in suspense. Angie hasn't even seen me do this flower. She was really intrigued earlier. She said, "How did you do that?"
Are you going to show it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
That's what I'm trying to get ready now.
Okay. I got this trim off of AliExpress. It was silly money. It was £1 some up for a metre. I don't know how much it is nowadays because I've had it a long time. I bought a couple of lots of it. Got to love a bit of AliExpress, especially when the pennies is you've got
Yeah, Express shop.
Well,
yeah,
you get some beautiful stuff on there, and you get a lot for your money, don't you? I mean, admittedly, some of it is a bit tacky, but every now and again you come across some.
I have been shopping this week, and I have bought some bits and pieces.
Have you?
I have.
Kept that quiet, didn't she? I hope it's going to go round.
I did, and I need to show you guys what I bought. Right, give me a few minutes. I'm just going to get some ribbon, and then I'll be right with you.
Oh, this better go round there.
And I've done it in black stitch, so you guys get to see what I'm doing, because I think white wouldn't be able to see me. Right, I need some ribbon.
Just make it go around the corner.
Oh, plenty. So, there's the ribbon, and I need some of this. And I'm going to flick it back over to me, where I'm going to actually show you. I haven't got a smaller needle, but I'm going to show you how I do that embroidered what do you call it, flower.
Okay.
Just let me, I'm going to tie my ribbon, tie my thread, and then I will show you.
I've got quite enough of this, but I've got a little bit that I can join on, so I'm going to use that.
Oh, fab, Ange.
Don't worry, it'll be fine.
So, as you're doing that, you can watch me do my embroidery flower.
Okay.
Okay. The leaf trim, this is gorgeous, Angie. Oh, bless. I can see all the comments. Okay, so while I was getting ready was, I'm just going to put these flowers in the middle of my loop, otherwise I'll lose them. So, for my embroidery flower, for this type of flower, this is the flower that I'm making. The picture will come up in a minute. I'm not going to move until the picture comes up, so nobody stress. Promise I won't do anything until that picture comes up. Now, this hasn't been something I've come up with. This has been something I knew you was. This has been something I was shown in my local craft club, and a lady called Amanda showed me, and she said, "No, you can show everybody else." And I thought, So this is my first attempt of it today, and it has got a bit of a depth to it. And in case you all think, what is she making there? I'm actually in group. We're actually making a pin book. Now I've gone completely lace. I just wanted something totally different. And this is the picture on the back. I just wanted something totally that wasn't lace. I am going to dress it up with a little bit of lace and beading, but I just wanted something a little bit different, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you how to do this flower. So for the flower, you need to mark yourself out on a piece of cotton or whatever you've got. You need to mark yourself out a spider web. Now that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have done 7, but it should have done 7. Why didn't you do 7? You need to go. This is how you do it. I'm going to unhook this a minute because I need to do 7 and it's in 6. So you start off by, I'm using black thread because I think black's easy to see on a screen. you start off by going in the centre. Now you can work anything. I'm just working this piece of doily. Go in the centre, stick your needle through, and then needle back through. And I always double loop my what do you call it? What do you call it?
Ujimi flip.
You call it what you call it. What you call it? What you call it?
What?
Thread.
Oh, okay, Fred.
Right, and you go in your centre.
Thank you, Laurel.
Take it through a couple of times because you need to secure that stitch. This is so easy, and it wasn't hurting my hands when I was doing it earlier. So I'm gonna go. Oh gosh, I'm gonna take it back through the middle, but my thread doesn't come with me. And you can start off with 5 cobwebs, like a spider's web, or you can start with 7. 7, I made that flower. Oh my days, come on. There. Okay, so you would start off once and you'd go all the way around, but because I've missed one there. I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to go back through that middle hole to secure it. And then I'm going to tie that black thread on the back. So you make a sort of I'm calling it a spider's web, but it can be anything. Undo this. I will need my needle in a second. I would use smaller needles, but in my bag I haven't emptied from this morning. I think I used them this morning.
I'll be right back for that.
Look it up. So tie that off. You've now got a spider's web. That is what your spider's web would look like. Now I've started to thread some, this is more like a burgundy colour, because the black thread you're not going to see, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to switch the light on for this, because you will need to see what I'm doing. So if it gets too light or too dark, let me know. As you can see, they're not perfectly straight, and neither are they in a perfectly order. It's more like a snowflake shape, but any sort of shape that makes this, because you're going to need the lines. Now, I've done 7 lines. Like I say, you can start off with 5. This flower was done with 7 lines. So, the width of the ribbon, again, totally up to you. The thinner the ribbon, the more times you've got to do it, and you're going to get a different look. Now, this takes a hell of a lot of ribbon, but you do get a good effect from it. So what I've started to do is I've started to thread a little bit of brown thread just in the center, and I've tied it in the center too, because you only need to sew once, twice maybe, and then everything stays the same. So with our edge of our ribbon, fold it over like so. Mind the glue on my hands. And I'm going to fold it over again, and I'm going to place that dead in the center. And I'm going to go through the ribbon, through the material, and back through then. That'll do. Right, I'm going to let go of that. No, I'm not going to let go of that. I'm going to take it. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. I need to tie this brown thread off. I'm going to take it under one of my black threads. If it'll go. then I'm going to tie it off. So my thread now is tied onto my piece of fabric. Tie it off in a knot. You won't see this at all. Like I say, you won't see the black stitching only on the back, and you can cover that with a piece of felt, so you're not going to really see the stitches at all. And I'm doing a couple of knots because I want that to stay perfectly where it is. I'm going to cut that now. Right, now my thread, I won't need my needle, so I'm going to poke that into my thing and move all these other bits and pieces I've got on me. Right, find your cotton, wherever. Now you can start wherever you want to start. It's totally up to you where you start. But all you're going to do, actually I will use my needle, only to guide the ribbon through. You're going to take the ribbon under one line of the black cotton. You're going to pull it. Now this is where it does get a little bit handled. Actually I might have a bit too much ribbon, but it doesn't matter. Right? You're going to turn your work and you're going to put it underneath. So every time you do it, you're weaving in and out. If you miss one, take it under the other one. Like I say, I think I've got too much of fabric. So miss one, weave it under that one. And you keep doing that until you get a few rows. Okay, give me. Got too much ribbon here, I think. Right, and it'll start to look like that, and you think, oh, it's not looking like anything. But trust me, it will come together, and it'll come together pretty quick as well. So I'm just going to weave in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out as I go. Okay. And then I'm going to go through this one. Underneath. So you always go over one line and underneath the other. And I haven't put my, what do you call it? I haven't put the ribbon on the needle because I find it easier to guide the ribbon. So I think I've got too much ribbon, but it does take a lot of ribbon. You won't know till you've done it a couple of times where you're at with it. Okay. I'm going to take it under this one. And if it turns, the best. If it turns, you know you've done it right, because it's supposed to turn, and it's supposed to go sort of the wrong way. If you know what I'm trying to say.
Glad you're doing that, not me.
So I think I've done too much ribbon. So I'm going to carry on weaving in and out, and I'm going to flicker over to Angie. I am hoping that she's going to give you something more to look at than weaving in and out.
Oh, really?
I'm going to do a few rows. I'm going to show you what a few rows looks like. And then, because I'll be quicker when I'm not showing.
I just made a great big hole in my glue stick holder.
Let me flicker back over to you.
Oh. Got distracted, didn't I? So
What have you done so far that you did off camera, Ange?
I put the leaf trim round.
Yeah.
Ow, ow.
That's what you did. Ow, ow.
And now I'm putting this tasty stuff on, but I think I might have put it down. No, I'm going to take it off and start again with that. Looks a bit like the leaves look like a bit like laurel. You know, like I'll show you.
Okay.
They've sort of curled up a bit as well. So I don't know. I might have to go around and snip them to make them. I don't know. I quite like them like that. This is what I've done. Ta-da! Not a lot because I was trying to watch you as well.
Yeah, because you don't know what I'm doing, Joe.
No.
I was keeping Angie in suspense.
So I was going to put that on as well. I don't know.
That's really coming on, Ange.
Yeah. Not sure. I think I might let a daddy long legs in just now when I went out the back.
Oh, is that where you got up?
I can hear it. I can hear a daddy long leg. Oh, there it is. Or is it a fly? I don't know. Yeah, I had to get up because the alarm was going off on his lazy spa and it was driving me crazy.
Mm. We've got gale force winds coming.
Yeah, we have here. We've got them terrible. It's called, I think it's called Hurricane Callum or something. Not as bad as what they've got in America. Is it in
Florida? No, Malta.
Florida? I think it's Florida.
Yeah, Malta and Florida has had the real bad weather.
So I'm going to stick this on here. It's not looking too good on the back, but this is not what I expected it was going to be when I started it. I'll tell you, it was going to be all pretty and pink and. But I do like avocado dyed lace. I like the colours of it. So sticking this on all the way around now. Are you getting on with your flower?
I'm okay. I need to do a few rows to show you what it looks like. I know it doesn't look like anything that's much at the moment when I was showing you guys, but I promise it does come out beautifully.
I've got to find my plastic fingers. I really have. Don't know what I've done with them.
Are you burning yourself again?
A little bit.
They're really hot, you know.
No. Parts of my fingers are used to it, but then every now and again you'll catch a bit that's not been burnt before.
They're numb, are they, Ange?
Yeah. There you are. Just got a bit. Ouch.
Do you know with that Frankenstein paper, how did you start it?
Frankenstein paper.
Is that what you called it?
Franken paper.
Oh,
I love you. You crack me up. Right. Do you want me to show you?
yeah, go on.
Right, hang on then. I'll get some scraps of paper and I'll show you. You can't really see that, but I know it's on there. Right, I'll just hot glue down here before I cut it. Let that cool, and I'll go and get some paper.
Yeah.
Get some paper to make some Frankenstein paper.
as I keep holding it. I don't think it's actually called that, ladies.
I can't bring you to mind however an effect must be feeling. To lose everything like that is awful. Yes. Yes, I'm excited to see. You made some, Angie. Oh, have you made some, Angie? Yeah, I have made some, Laurel. This is it. This is what I made. And I saw it with a lovely lady called Gail Agostini, I think her name is, or something like that. And I watched her make some and I thought, oh, I'll give that a go. And it's good fun. I liked it because it's paper and it's sewing as well. So you're a win-win situation. Well, I'll put that to one side. That's my Frankenstein paper. And I'll get some paper and show you now. Where's my papers? You need a piece of A4 card. It depends what size, whatever size you want to do the paper to. So we have some A4 and I've got a whole bag full of absolute bits and bats of scraps. This is why you should never throw anything out because it comes in handy and you don't know when it's going to come in handy, do you? So with your papers, your bits and scraps, I've got smaller scraps in this somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with them all. Or you do basic now. Let's cut that off a minute. What you do is you put your paper on like that, and then you get another bit. Let's have a bit like this. Cut some bits up because my little scrap ones are not here. But I think you just put down what you like, what papers you like and you think will go together. Now I'm going to have a big bit, find a big bit, just for purposes of you seeing it. Hang on. So you lay it out however you want, and then you can have a piece across here like this. I don't know if you can see the bottom of this. I'll move it up a bit like that. Now, if it's double-sided, you would only have to do this one lot. But if it's white on the other side, then you wanted it backed, you would have to turn it over and do the other side as well. And I'm not sure what's what on this, but it's not the best selection of papers, but it just shows you the process. So I need a little bit to go in there. And we'll have a little bit across there like that. And then I've got so many nice papers and I'm pulling out absolute rubbish. Let's try a bit of this. You could have that bit up like that. Maybe move that over a little bit. Like that. Like that. And then we need a piece for there. You can overlap it, you can do whatever you want. There's no set rules. Just have fun. So, next thing you do is you get your glue. Oh no, glue, I need glue. I'll use this. So when the bits overlap here, like here, you would, if you could get the glue out, that would really be helpful. Got any glue anywhere? Let's try this. So you just glue down the bits. Come on. Like that, just to catch them where it overlaps the paper. There. Just put a line down that bit. So you glue just to catch all the paper together where it overlaps. Hang on. So that bit overlaps there. Obviously, it'd be a bit more precise than what I am. But if you're doing it, then you would be.
Hi, Liz.
Be careful. Hello, Liz. And this bit would be like that. And like this bit would go along there and up there just to catch it. And that piece goes over there like that. So any, you know, obviously I missed. There.
I've renamed the paper that Angie's making.
I love it. I like your naming. I think that's where it have come from. Do you know what I mean? Because of the stitching. Because Frankenstein's monster had like stitching, didn't it? On where they Dr. Frankenstein stitched him up. I could be wrong. Once I was wrong. Once I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. So, yeah, so obviously I'd be a bit more careful than that. So the idea, which is not working for me at the moment, the idea is that you stick everything to each other, and then it's a whole piece of paper. And if that would have been, I mean, you could just use that bit and stamp on it or something, put some what's it over it. This is not completely straight. Then you get your sewing machine, and you would, this is not straight, it's doing my head in, but you would just zigzag down that line there. Then you'd zigzag across there and down. You'd zigzag across there. You could zigzag around all of that. Zigzag there, and all the way down. And then that bit, and then that bit, and that bit. And I zigzagged all around the edge as well. And that's what you end up with. But I did it on both sides, but this is the back side, so it's not going to be used. But obviously, I just want to do both sides anyway. And I think you could use that as a folder, couldn't you? Or what's it called in a book? The signature.
I thought you could use it as, you could cover a notebook with that.
Yeah. So that would be another idea. But yeah, that's Frankenstein paper, we'll call it. But yeah, that's the process anyway. And you would just pick really, really nice colours that you wanted to go together. So there you have it. You can look back on that now, then, Colette, if you weren't watching, if you were busy.
I'm not going to do all the flowers, it's taking a little bit too long. But from what I've done, you'll get the gist of what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do a few more ins and outs, and then you'll see.
Hi, Gillian and Laurel. Laurel, you silly girls going to be on tonight? Are you? Yeah. Yeah, are you going on tonight, Laurel?
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, no, this.
Is it taking a long time?
My hand isn't quick enough to do it.
Getting on your fripney bits. That's because your hands. Don't worry about it. Just show what.
Right, I'm going to show you what I've done and then show you what it comes out. I'm going to go back to my hoop because getting frustrated with it is not turning out the way I'd like it to be.
Well, let's have a look at your hoop then.
Right, so This is what it starts out like. So it starts out like really tiny when it sort of comes. Hi, Jimmy Linney Creations. If I've missed anybody, hi, Susan.
Jimmy Laney.
So it starts out, you feel as if you're pulling the fabric in, but because you're weaving in and out those little stitches that you made, it is going to feel like you're weaving in. You carry on doing it, and what ends up happening is that the actual ribbon will curl. You can see it curling from what I've done there. I hope you can see it. Let me turn the light off. There. And this is what it turns out like. Once you've actually finished, that's what it turns out like. It's just my hands won't do it as quickly as I'd like for it to happen to actually show you on live. But believe me, if you do it like a spider web and then entwine it, you'll land up with a beautiful flower like this. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to love and leave this because it's driving me nuts. And I'm going to go back to my hoop. So I, like Angie, am making a hoop, and I dug some flowers out. I was showing everybody, for those that have just joined, I was showing everybody that some of the flowers, everybody's made me some flowers. I'm going to make one or two myself now using some nice silk that I bought off. I bought off. I think Shilpa. Bought some nice stuff off Shilpa. So this is my hoop so far. Thank you. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, well, that was a pin book that I've been working on in I don't know whether I'm running out of glue or what it is tonight. What was I saying? Completely forgot what I was saying.
You're putting some flowers on from people.
Yeah, I'm gonna make oh yeah, that was it. I'm gonna make a flower using you ladies probably aware of this, that you can make burnish in the ends of it. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my pure silks to make it, and then I'm gonna really decorate this up. I wanted a wreath to go in my new living room because it's been decorated soon. So that's why I'm making a wreath tonight. So I'm just gonna.
We call it a hoop.
There. I'm gonna pop some of these flowers here, and I'm gonna get some.
Oh, it is a wreath, isn't it? Yeah.
Gonna get some of these. These are the laces that I got off. These are the flowers I've got off. These are the laces I've got off when I bought my lovely kit off the lovely shop. And I want to use some on the bottom of this. But instead of using it as a strip, I think I'm going to cut it down. Hi, Susan. Hi, Dawn Marie.
Hi. Hi, Dawn Marie. Hi, Susan. Have I missed anyone? Susan Durrell.
So
I love those stone pages. I'm going to do it. Yeah, do it. Yeah, it's good fun. Definitely.
And then I'm going to put 3 there. There. And I have got some. Oh no, that's 4. You see how I've done that? So I'm gonna see what else I've got. My lovely goodies I bought in the shop. Oh, I've got something that I want to use. got some of these like fan material. Now this is like a total fan. The lace is absolutely gorgeous.
Angie, how do you avocado dye?
You're going to have to do a video, I think, Ange. With all these questions about avocado, I think you should do a video.
Oh, it's really easy. You just get a big saucepan.
Yeah, but it's easy for somebody who knows how.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I think you should do a video. What you guys reckon?
Here we go. Take you in my kitchen.
Yes.
Crashing around with my pots and pans.
Just layering up so you can sort of see it layering. Because I really want to make a real nice feature of this wreath. Now with this one, I'm going to cut it down because I'm putting some flowers up here too. I'm going to layer them round. I'm actually going to cut it down too. I'm going to get a candle in a second and I'm going to burnish some flowers. I actually want some of my own flowers to go on here as well. Right. Let me put that back in the flower. Do I want any of this flower? Oh, I know what I've got. No, I've got some of that. I've got black. Oh, I know what I've got, ladies.
Just having a eureka moment, are you?
Yeah, I've got some of this. Now what I'm going to do is these are vintage laces that I'm putting on. I think I'm going to use a little bit for there. Because that's where I'm going to stick the flowers. And I'm going to put a little bit of this brown trim just at the top here. That would be awesome, Angie. You doing a video? Yeah, definitely. See, I told you.
Okay, I'll have to get some avocados first. I'll definitely do one.
So I've got some vintage laces. Right. I've got some of this lace and I don't know whether to use it or not. Tell you what I could do. I don't know. Right. I'm going to get a candle, I think. Methinks. God help me, but I'm going to go and get a candle. I've got some...
What are you going to make? A flower?
I've got some of this fabric. Now, because I want this like shabby, it's got to match this wallpaper. For those that have just joined me, I'm decorating my living room into this. This wallpaper. So it's got like browns and the cream colours. So I'm going to use this pink one. If I can pull it off. And I'm going to cut some circles. Because I think that would match perfectly. See how it's matching? Yeah. And I'm also going to do... I think I'm going to do 2 pink ones. That's what I'm going to do.
Well, that Judy's saying if you've got some Epsom salt, try soaking your hands in it before bedtime. It helps the soreness from her arthritis. Yeah, we sell it in our shop. It's good for that.
Have I got any more?
Epsom salts.
Epsom salt? No, I haven't heard about that.
Yeah, you get them in. You can get a bag of Epsom salts. They sell it in pharmacy and in any pharmacy. You can get a bag. Yeah,
I'll have to get
you soak any joints that are sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, I have to get some. I'm in so much agony with my hands. It's unbelievable. And the thing is, I love crafting, and crafting's been on such a hold this week.
I suppose it didn't help with me cracking my stupid jokes as well, really.
And you're all right. That's why we're friends, because we never take it personally.
Pardon?
I said that's why we're good friends, because we never take jokes personally.
No. I know. I just try to cheer you up a bit, but sometimes I think, oh, did I go a bit near the knuckle there?
Right, I'm going to do small circles and I'm going to do a big circle. So the way I do this, I folded my fabric in half, so I've got sort of 4 layers. And I'm going to go cut that in half again.
You cut that up beautiful silk.
I am.
That's gorgeous, isn't it?
Make most of it. Oh God, come on, scissors. Right, and then might be my hands as well. I'm going to corner the scissors, like I'm going to draw a C with my scissors. There's one C there. And any of the scraps, I always use scraps. And one there. One there, and then the last one. And it doesn't matter if it's straight, because when they're burnished, they never come out with a straight petal anyway. So those are my scraps for that. So I've got like big circles, and now I want to do small circles. I'm going to cut this in half. Where am I going? I think could do it in half. I need to go up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to just corner the edges. One, two. Got my hands, man. Come on. 3. So I've got, I should have 4 little ones. They're not perfect, and then 4 big ones. This is what my wreath is looking like at the moment. And I've got some flowers everybody's made me. And I'm also going to get a tea light, and I'm going to burnish these so I can make my own flower. So I'm going to flicker back over to Angie.
So Dominique said analgesic cream works well. You've got some cream, haven't you?
Yeah, this is why I'm wearing my bandages.
So no, Julie wants to know, are you, because your front room's going to be your shabby chic, are your Christmas decorations going to be shabby chic and vintage this year?
Oh, now that's a question. No, it's still going to be traditional. But I was on about last year having a white Christmas tree. I think they're so pretty. But no, it's definitely going to be traditional. Definitely traditional. It has to be. So I flickered back over to Angie while I grab a candle and a lighter.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you folks, but I have finished.
Oh, you have finished? Have you got any projects you want to share? Have you finished them all?
Well, I thought I'd sit here and make some puffy flowers while you're doing that. But yeah, I can show everybody what I've done. Well, that's what I'm here for. I don't know if she's flickered over yet. I don't think she has. There's a lag on it though, isn't there?
Oh. Right. It's gonna like Christmas. You must. Oh, I gotta light up. Right. Am I still on me?
Yeah.
Oh sugar! I thought I'd swapped over. I do apologize. I do apologize. I'm gonna swap over. Right.
Make your flower.
There's that. I'm gonna get the tweezers. I've got a pair. I know whether I have. The last time I did this, I burnt my fingers. No, all I'm going to do, grab each of these, and I start off by holding it and just burnish in the end. That's all I'm going to do. Now, as you burnish, you can use any types of fabric. I have done this in cotton, and it does work. It does work, but it doesn't give you the same effect if you use silk or satin. Now, I've got a pair of tweezers in my hand. Work this one out.
Yeah.
In my fingers. Oh my word. So that is like the first petal. So I'm going to burnish these, and I'm going to flick it back over to you. Once I've burnished my flowers, I'm going to stick them on my wreath.
Okay.
So are you okay if I flick it back over to you for a while?
Of course I am.
Or do you ladies want to?
I thought they might want to watch you burning your fingers.
Oh, right.
To a crisp.
Oh, God. Tweezers. I get tweezers out, won't burn my fingers, and I haven't picked it up yet.
I know, but it's difficult to do with tweezers, isn't it? Well, you don't set your bandages on fire.
I know. That will be funny. And only Angie had to say that.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
There's a fire! There's a fire!
Chris, get a bucket of water.
Oh, God, can you imagine? It'd be just my luck. How'd you get the bandages off? Quick, quick, quick!
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, God. I'm gonna stick my flowers on with high tack, I think. And I'm just gonna put pins in it while it dries, because otherwise
That's a good idea.
They'll fall off.
Wish we could get fabric tack, but we can't.
We can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, Dawn Marie said the same. Careful for your bandages.
Yeah.
It was like me.
Oh, God. Right, smaller ones next.
That does make a beautiful flower, mine. That material, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
pure silk, isn't it? It's gorgeous. What I'm making a puffy flower at the moment with. I think it's absolutely stunning. I'm glad you shared it with me. You're such a good friend.
I bought you the same kit, didn't I, for your birthday?
You did, yeah.
Shilpa is, let me try and remember the name. She's one I always watch. I can't think of Crafting Angel online. And every now and then she sells kits. But you've got to be really super quick. Super quick.
It was, yeah.
And fair play. I have never been so quick to order a kit in my life.
And she's good to me. Do you want one? Do you want one? I was like, nah, I can't afford it this month. I was like, no, it's all right. I'm not even going to look. Don't leave it. And unbeknown to me, madam.
And what made it so funny was when she had it for her birthday, she went, where did you get this fabric, this beautiful fabric? I went,
oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. Where did you get the fabric? I went, Shilpa. And she still didn't click.
No, I never. All those beautiful trims as well. I'm hoarding them.
Cheers. It is really hard to use. Is anybody else like that? I buy something really pretty. Right, with my flowers done. Let's get this flower on the road. Lorelle, are you going live tonight, did you say?
I think someone else asked that as well. She might have answered actually a bit further up. I'll have a look.
And then I'm going to stick the smaller ones in the center. So I've stuck 4 big ones and then 4 smaller ones in the center. And as you can see, it makes a real nice puffy flower.
Oh yeah, she will be. Who will be with me at the moment? Me at the moment. I haven't had time to talk to anybody. Maggie may be out tonight because she's got a migraine. We'll see.
Oh,
So
there's my flower. Isn't that beautiful? Right, I'm going to move this and then I'm going to stick these flowers down. Time to stick them down.
yay!
Okay. So, I quite like that one at the top now. And I'm going to use some of my pins to stick the flowers in.
What are you going to put in the middle?
I'm going to have to put my glue gun for that on. My lovely glue gun that Laurel bought me is absolutely fab.
Watch, don't burn your fingers.
I'm just going to put my pins in while this dries, because otherwise it'll start moving and falling off. And then I'm going to use...
I'm going to see if I sub to everyone.
Actually,
Back a minute.
there we are. I got it. So I can tell you whose flowers it whose. The small pink ones were made for me by the lovely Siobhan. Siobhan made me these pink ones that you see here. I obviously made that one. Oh God, I'm trying to think. And the lady from Denmark made me this one. Siobhan made me the white ones. Angie made me the white one as well. So what I'm thinking is building my flowers up like so. Because I really want it to drape with flowers. And when I go back to this tomorrow and I'll take all the pins out. So that way then I know that they're not going to go anywhere. Here's that. Let's stick this one down. And I'm going to stick some pearls down. I'm going to find a center for my... Actually, I may go that way with it. Yeah. I'm going to find a center for my flower. I'm going to get some pearls.
So do we say hello to Liz? If not, hi Liz.
Oh, hi Liz. Of course we do.
I can't remember. I'm just running through all the...
Oh yeah, we did. I think I did. I think you were busy crafting. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But if I didn't, I do apologise, my darling.
It's hard,
That's
isn't it?
what mine looks like.
Watch the chat at the same time.
It is hard. I'm just going to put some pins in. Then I'll take, like I say, I'll take them out tomorrow. And then with these, as you can clearly see now, it's starting to build and really look like a wreath. One there. And I'll tell you who's made what now, because I've got a actually when anybody sends me any flowers or anything, I keep them in packets so I know who's made what.
That's gonna look lovely in your front room.
You reckon?
Yeah, beautiful.
And I've got some of these. It's really coming along now. Right, now I'm going to get some pale string. I'm going to put my glue gun on. Right, and I can tell you who's made what. So, Siobhan's made me these flowers. She's also made me the white ones. As you can see, I've made that one in the centre. Angie's made me the white one here. Carla, I believe. Carla made me those ones, the beaded ones. Did she? I can't remember. Yeah, I think she did. Carla made me those ones. And a lady from Denmark maybe this one, which I'm not happy for not remembering, so I'm going to go back. And her name is Karina from Denmark. She may be that one, which is so pretty. They all are. And like I say, it's all going in my bundle. I'm so excited. I'm going to put my glue gun on. Let's hope it heats up quite pretty quick. Right. So some beaded string. Now I want the beaded string to sort of dangle as much as I can, and I want it to wrap. Gosh. So I'm going to wait for my glue gun to heat up, and I'm also going to wrap this. But while I'm wrapping this, I'm going to flick it back over to Angie, see what she's been up to, because she's been a bit quiet. It's not like her to be quiet. That's actually pretty cool. Singing the edges. Singeing the edges. Yeah. Susan, I always do it when I'm making like any flowers that of any sort. When you singe the edges, it really makes it pop. And yeah, you want to give it a go. You honestly, you won't look back. It's really, really cool, and it comes up perfect every time. Careful with your bandages. I know, Sue. I know, Dawn Marie. Right, Angie, I'm gonna pop on over to you.
Okay,
Pieces out.
I thought I'd be quiet so you could explain what you were doing.
That's why you're quiet.
Yeah. I got to learn not to butt in all the time.
Well, Ange.
I know. I can't help it. It's part of my charm.
It definitely is.
Right. Eventually, you'll come over to me and I'll be able to show you my finished article.
I have flickered you back over, so hopefully.
I don't know if... am I still on?
No. Let me try and do it again. I have flickered you back over. I'm sure I did. There. Is it flickered back over yet?
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
It's weird, isn't it?
You're not flickering.
Might be the lag.
Yeah. Yeah. Give it a couple of minutes. Lol, you too.
You know what? I'll come over because you've definitely done it. So.
Yeah, because if I've just pressed it now and it said, do you want to stop this presenter? Stop presenting. And I thought, oh, better not.
Better not.
Kill me if I do.
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
Is it not coming over?
No, it don't like me no more.
Let me try again.
Let me just check, see if I'm...
What about now?
Nope.
But there is a bit of a lag, so I'll wait for the lag.
All right. Well, I'll just give you a thumbs up. How's that?
Ah.
Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up, ladies. We got 10.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. There. What about now? That should be...
What?
That should be up on YouTube now.
Well, I can only see you.
Can you see me?
Can anybody see me?
No, not yet. I'm going to give it... There you are.
There I am. So, I finished my wreath. I'll just get it over so you can see it. It's a bit long. So, I don't think I really want to do anything else to it. I put the vintage look lace around, wrapped it all the way round, and then I put this trim round. Then I put the avocado dyed doilies on, which I really like the colour of. I really like the pink. I made this flower. It's a puffy flower, which I'm in the process of making another one at the moment. And you basically just do the two together and put your flower center in. That's just a button that someone sent me, and it's so pretty. I wish I could get more of those, but I can't even remember who sent it to me. I'm going to start doing what you do, Colette, and I'm going to write everything, put it in bags, and write down who sent it to me, because I feel really bad that I can't remember. So, because my memory is not what it should be. I put a little bit of applique, which I've cut off a doily on there, and a little resin flower. This was an applique that I've had for a long time. I've hoarded it for long enough, so I just thought, oh, do you know what, I'm going to use it. So I cut it down and wrapped that round. It's not overly fancy. Then we put the trim on, didn't we, the leaf trim, and then the tassely stuff. I have got to finish off the back. I'm probably going to cover that with some felt or something, but you don't see the back, do you? If you hang it on the wall, you don't see it anyway.
Not really.
I put some lace on it that had been avocado dyed, and I couldn't find any ribbon, that satin ribbon that really went with it, and I got tons of ribbon here, but I don't know what I've done with it. So and I was banging and crashing around here, and I pulled my drawer out and it all fell on the floor. So I do apologize for all the noise that I've been making tonight, because no matter how hard I tried to be prepared, I had everything prepared tonight. My hoop, you name it, was all done. And then when it comes to decorating, I was like, what am I going to do? So yeah, and then I put some beaded pearl string on and some little organza ribbon, and I threw this in for a bit of fun because it's pink with spots. And that's it, basically. So that's me done.
That's you done.
I'm glad I didn't make a big one, because, you know, at the end of the day, you've got to hang it up somewhere, and my room's a bit crowded. It's surrounded by everybody's beautiful.
You know, I can't even find my little gemstones.
Sorry, I can't help you. Gemstones.
My gemstones. Angie, where would I put them?
How would I know that? Ask Chris, he'll know.
Chris, where would I put my gemstones? They're in a little bag.
Oh no. Chris will know. He knows where everything is.
He knows where everything is.
So I'm just carrying on now making this flower. And you've seen Trisha, Little Shabby Chic, she makes them. She shows you how to make these. And they're just beautiful flowers. I'm just going to stitch that one to that one. I've done it the right way around, like that. But this silk is just amazing. And I got 3 different colours of it as well, and they're all like vintage colours, aren't they, Colette?
Yes, they are.
I could show you, but I don't know if the camera would do them justice. To be fair. I'll try. That's another colour. It's like a coffee colour, and there's loads of it as well to make flowers. The other one was this one. Look at that. And then you have the light one as well. So I'm a lucky girl to get that. Absolutely over the moon with that, I am. And I was saying, oh, it's so soft, it's beautiful satin. And then she told me that it's actually silk. So yeah, it's beautiful. I've hoarded it. I'm hoarding it, definitely. So that's my creation for tonight. And gentlemen, if there's any listening or watching, or thank you, Susan. Thank you, Mrs. G. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Julianne.
I am just finding a little pearl center, and then I'm going to flick it back over to me, and you'll see the end of my creation. I can't find my I had a bag of like little diamantes. I don't know where I put them though.
Oh, that's a shame, isn't it?
So instead I've got a pearl.
You've got a pearl.
Let me show you.
What, to put in the middle of that flower?
Yeah.
All right.
Right, yeah. So what I've done is I've twisted some beaded trim.
I can't see you yet.
I know, it's lagging. Terrible. Now you can see me.
There
Okay.
she is.
So, what I've done is I've twisted the pearl on the wreath at the top and down the bottom. I pinned all these flowers in only for the sake of them drying. I can't find my diamantes because I did have a bag of diamantes. So when I bought the laces, we had like a bag of diamantes, but goodness knows what I've done with them because I can't not find them. And if I go looking now, my brain will freeze and I won't be able to find them anyway. So instead, I've got a nice little flat back pearl that will do just as well as anything else. So I have a bit of a bling. And I put that dead in the center. And I've twisted some beading at the bottom as well. And then I came across this butterfly, and I've also put a bead in for the hanger as well, because I really want to hang it up, because like I say, I want it to match with my wallpaper. So I'm just debating now on where I'm going to put one. Yeah, I'm going to put the butterfly just like so. And I also had some pink trim, this trim. And what I did was I cut the leaves off and I used the leaves. I could have used that actually. No, the pearl center's fine. So that is me done. That's my little wreath done. I think it came out beautifully.
Beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you, Ange. I think
Oh, Susan, the puffy flower, if you go on to Trisha, a little shabby chic, she does a tutorial to show you how to do the puffy flower. It's not the only tutorial out there, but she's amazing anyway. So yeah, go on and a little shabby chic on YouTube, and she'll show you the tutorial how to make it. It's so simple, and they do come out gorgeous.
they do. And the thing is, when YouTube is such a big place, and I keep saying this to everybody, you're never gonna it's such a big place, and it would be almost impossible to sit here and say subscribe to this person, subscribe to that person. But if you will subscribe to each other's channels will pop up.
Yeah,
please go and make sure you subscribe to them as well, because
Jimmy Dreamer does these flowers as well, don't she?
Yeah, and you never know what you're gonna make or what you're gonna learn next. You know, every time I go on YouTube, I'm always learning. And I think that is the beauty of crafting, is that you learn from it. And this will definitely, once I've done my living room, guys, I'll definitely show you what it all looks like, because I'm really going shabby chic and vintage. And I'm thinking about having like pearls draping from the top of the curtains. And yeah, I'm really going for it. So I hope you really enjoyed it. Sorry, it has been like, I don't know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Sorry, it's a little bit long tonight. But I just
thank you, everybody.
Really enjoyed it.
Beautiful clap.
Oh, thank you, guys. I've said to everybody I think me, and oh, thank you, Julian.
I've done the same, but I already subbed to everyone anyway.
Oh, look, Trisha was watching. Hi, Trisha.
Oh, hi, Trisha. That's okay. Thank you. No, thank you, Trisha.
Yeah, for your inspiration.
Yeah, your beautiful flowers.
So I'm gonna love and leave you. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. And we will be back next Friday at 9 p.m. I don't know what we're making yet. We never do until like Wednesday, Thursday comes around, or even Friday sometimes. But
well, at least mine don't look like a square donut now, does it?
No, yours doesn't like a square donut, and it looks like a proper wreath. So I'm gonna like I say, I've put pins in to make sure it stays in. I think some of the pins in with the spot on the edges I might even keep in. We'll see when it dries. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for the thumbs up. We've got 12. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, lovely.
And
thank you very much.
I will take that little tip that somebody said about
Epsom salts.
Yes, I'll go and try it. So thank you so much for the tip, because anything with my hands at the moment would be so useful. So thank you so much. Take care. Have a lovely weekend.
Good night, everybody.
I'll catch up with you next week.
Love you all lots. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, Lorraine.